So here are my 10 tips to go from being a 9-to-5 team member to thinking, acting, and earning like a millionaire. Your first step to becoming a millionaire is identifying your millionaire skill. Think about it. What does a millionaire know that you don't know? So this is what I would do. I would go to Google. Google is my best friend. I actually have a hashtag with a sticker that a team member gave me that says, Google that shit, because I say this so often. So you are going to Google occupations of millionaires, and you're gonna come up with a list. There's gonna be things like engineer, lawyer, entrepreneur, real estate agent, and a whole bunch of other things where people are actually making $1 million a year. And if you put this on a grid where you listed out all of the opportunities, and then you listed your interest level on a scale of 1 to 5 in that career field, you're gonna have a better understanding of if you're interested in this thing. Now, the next column to look at is, do you already have knowledge in this area? So you take all of your businesses, you look at where you're interested in, you look at what your skill set is, so you identify which of these occupations you are going to choose to become a millionaire in. So when I was deciding what path I wanted to take in order to become a millionaire, what I realized is I'm not great at math, and I didn't want to go back to school to have to get some degree that was going to prolong the path for me to actually make the money that I wanted to make. So I decided to become an entrepreneur. I decided to launch a business. This was the fastest and easiest path for me based on my interest and my existing level of knowledge and skills. You have to decide what that is for you. Pick one that you are at least interested in and are willing to commit to figure out how do you become great, millionaire great, at that particular occupation. So now your second step is to stop hanging out with your broke friends. You will never become a millionaire if you cannot cut broke people out of your life. I remember when I had this epiphany that I was going to create this business 6 years ago. I started telling my friends at the time about it, and I thought that I was gonna be met with excitement, with questions, with just some level of support, to be honest with you. And instead of any of that, my friends made fun of me, asked kind of condescending questions, and what was more hurtful than the condescending questions was the way that they would just ignore this new thing that I was doing that I was excited about. They would continue to talk about old bullshit, all of the old stories, things that were happening in their life that might not honestly be that interesting or that different. And here I was putting all of this time into becoming this next version of myself. I was learning new things. I was staying up late. I was meeting new people to create a new life for myself that I was so excited about. And they couldn't have been any less interested. Your energy is finite. Your broke friends, if they're not interested in hearing about your goals and they aren't excited about supporting you, they're going to invalidate you, which might actually cause you to give up in the process. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to actually learn the steps to make it easier on yourself